and I know that's TMI, but like you said, he was sending you.
That's fine.
Yeah, like he was sending you explicit stuff. He was sending me explicit stuff.
I've been in a lot of YouTube beefs, and many of them have gotten quite personal. I've seen Tasha K bring guys down. I've seen some of the best do it. I'm gonna be honest. One of the people I would definitely think twice before I beef with this individual. Only really one guy, and that's Abba. The other guys, I could go back and forth with them. It'd be jokes, it'd be roasting, but Abba would try to deconstruct you from many different ways, and he would make you cover a lot of territory as a YouTuber. He would interview people who know you. He would attack your position and your character at the same time. Most people would react foolishly and fall right into that trap. And this is what happened when Fresh and Fit started beefing with Abba and Preach in 2021. I thought that nobody could ever mess with Abba until now. If you were to tell me that somebody would come on to YouTube who's not even a YouTube and take Abba down, I would think you're lying. Like, it was no way that this was going to happen. But not only did that happen, it has happened in a magnificent and crazy way. And in my honest opinion, it has happened because of this young lady by the name of Libby Callion. Now, Libby was an ex-girlfriend of Abba. She came onto YouTube after their relationship, and the name of the video was called Part 1, My Pregnancy with Abba. Now, everybody started talking about that video and it was going viral, but Abba came in right away and made a video called What Happened. All right, now stop the show. That was Abba's first mistake. Abba's first mistake was even acknowledging this lady in the first place. Okay, now let me just tell you this. The great Kevin Samuels had a lot of people leveraging a whole bunch of stuff about him. And you know what he would do? He would just not address it, okay? And so the person would end up talking to themselves. And he was good at that. He never got involved in beef. He had a long-standing underlying beef with Fresh and Fit. He would never mention them. He would never mention anybody publicly for the most part, even if he hated you, because he just didn't have time to respond to those allegations, whether those allegations were true or false. And these allegations were like petty, like, somebody paid for a consultation and he just didn't do it or something like that before he got famous. But he just wouldn't respond to it. So if you don't respond to the allegation, it doesn't go anywhere. Abba responded to her allegation, which is what she wanted him to do. Like, she put the video out so Abba could cover that territory, and he did. So what did she do? She made a video. Abba stream. Why I did this. My recording to Preach. Recorded phone call with Abba. Like, things that he did, playing her phone calls, trying to prove herself. She did this, right? So again, he's going back and forth with a lady in which he shouldn't be going back and forth with, which is really stupid. Then he would respond with the video on Abba and Preach, exposing my blackmailer, libertine Kalina. Okay, so now he's putting out her real government name out there, exploring more stuff, more hypocrisies. But at this point, it may not matter to everybody because, again, you are the person that's a YouTuber. She is not. She don't have anything to lose. Her credibility is not on the line. Yours is, right? Then once she puts up her video, who comes on? This chick by the name of Stephanie. Now, Stephanie is a young lady that allegedly was dating Abba somewhat around the same time as, like I said, he was still talking to Libby or messing around. She lived in Switzerland, so he would be flying to Switzerland to go to see her, or she would come to Montreal or something like that. So this was what she leveraged against Abba.
But at the same time, you just really haven't ever dated him. So like, who are you to speak? Of course. So you have to imagine I'm just on vacation, just chilling. And I just thought it was so crazy how he would get me pregnant. And he knew at this point he could get children. And then he would continue on and just get another person pregnant. Also apparently not knowing he can get people pregnant.
Yeah, he told me that too. He said that he had a low sperm count. In his stream, he said that he just found out like 2 years ago that he had low sperm count.
Now, why is that important? Abba is saying that he has a low sperm count, okay? That's what he's saying. His sperm count is low. And that's another reason for him to have unprotected sex. So at the same time, when he might be making fun of Fresh or anybody else for what they're doing, here is Abba going around different countries. He's having unprotected sex with this Asian lady, and he's doing the same thing with this lady in Switzerland. So even though we don't know Abba's private life, now we can understand the games that he's using according to these women. He tells the women, look, I got a low sperm count, so we shouldn't use condoms. So just in case I boop, 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 all in you, you won't get pregnant.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
But that's not what's been happening. Allegedly, this chick also says this.
Way of being with people is just very disconnected sometimes. I think there's just a genuine lack of empathy. Like he hasn't been able to put himself in my shoes and really look at it from different perspectives. It's just his. And he just won't talk to you if you're hurting, if you need anything, if you're sick. He doesn't give a so like why would I give a now?
Yeah.
To like expose things.
So now she's saying the same thing that Libby's saying, because this lady saw her video, so she came and wanted to be interviewed. She's also saying that Abba got her pregnant too at one point, and there was an abortion in Switzerland. But she's also saying that Abba is also not sympathetic towards her. He blocks her like he does Libby. He plays mind games. Okay, so now let's go ahead and look at Abba's personality according to these women. Number one, Abba is, according to them, not the, as she would say on Saint and the Sinners, or he would say, he's not egalitarian as much as he wants to say. He's for equality for men and women. No, Abba is a person that uses some level of mind games. He's manipulative, okay? He's most likely older than these women. And then also, he mistreats them to maintain power over them. They do something that he doesn't like, he will just block them, okay? This is even after they are allegedly pregnant. He does not care about your feelings. He does not care about you when things go wrong, which is something that he doesn't show on his YouTube channel. Now, at least we can say that Myron Gaines are fresh and fit. If all of this is true, they would be who they say they are on their YouTube to a certain degree, except for the fact that they be simping on the low and still dealing with OnlyFans models and all that. Yeah, they're scammers too. But as far as like, if they were to be disrespectful towards women, this is something that you would want to hear from girls that they deal with. And to be honest, you've never heard this. I mean, we know that Fresh got somebody pregnant allegedly, which he didn't, and then that was a scam. But I've never heard a woman say that Myron was non-empathetic. I've never heard that. Well, Angie did say she had some trauma that she had to get over, but you know, she didn't go into detail. So we haven't heard them get exposed, at least Myron, and I'm pretty sure he's dealt with a lot of chicks, and even Fresh to this point. I mean, you've heard things about them cheating and stuff like that, but never to this point where they feel like they have some level of trauma in a relationship with Fresh or Myron. And again, when you look at Abba, from what the brand Abba and Preach stands for, they talk about integrity a lot. I would never guess this. But then here's the sad part.
She just showed me a masturbation video from ABBA. The same video he sent me. I guess it's around the same time. That is so messed up.
Yeah, it was like February, March,
yeah.
maybe even January. No, I think it's January, February, March. He sent me the video like a few times.
So allegedly, Abba is sending masturbation videos to both of these ladies around the same time. Now, again, this is his private life. I know that, certain women can send the same twerk videos of somebody. So a guy sending the same masturbation video to two different women that he never think will meet. I mean, okay, whatever. I mean, I would never do that to two people. It's been a long time since I did something crazy like that. But anyways, so this shows that he was talking to them at the same time, because how do they have that same video? And then if you go and watch Libby's video, she contacted me, you will see Abba covering a lot of territory. And what I mean by that is when she's confronting him with the evidence, he's saying, like, don't listen to that. You don't know what you're talking about. He's not really addressing the things that she's talking about. This is an unfamiliar position for a guy like Abba to be in, Because Abba makes everybody else cover territory. Abba makes everybody else defend. That's what he does. Abba, he makes everybody else play defensive back for the most part. If you're getting into it with Abba, you're on defense. He's so strong offensively because you really don't know anything about him. But now, after these two women come out here, it's safe to say that Abba's been outsmarted. And there's nothing that he can do to make this a win for him, simply because this lady had nothing to lose. When she came on the YouTube, she had everything to gain. Everything. He's the one that had everything to lose. The fact that she made a YouTube channel and a video showed that she was coming onto YouTube with a certain amount of leverage. The fact that this lady came out, Stephanie, and got on camera against Abba, and the reason why she said she did is because she felt mistreated. And then here's the elephant in the room. Abba, who, again, I talked to you guys about this, about, black rights and Abba respecting the black community and respecting black women. I just think that it is odd that both of these ladies, again, happen to be non-black. You have a Filipino woman exposing him. You have a woman from Switzerland exposing him. And then again, like I said, a guy like Abba would have a lot of leverage in his own community in Montreal. And then it dawns on me, what if his reputation in his own community is the same thing as what these women are talking about? That could also be the very truth. It could also be that Abba may be known for doing this amongst his community, which is why he doesn't date in Montreal or in Canada. That may be the truth. And the killer thing that would happen is if there is a third person, and also if that person is also non-black. I just want to tell guys something. And I know so many brothers is out there wanting to interracial date and date who you want and complaining about, well, black women ain't giving me this, but I'm gonna go date somebody else. Nobody likes it when you take your problems to another community. Okay? Let this be an example for you guys. You want to date interracial? You take your bullshit across borders if this is true. And again, it seems to be true. I hope that he doesn't even address any more of it, because he's going to just continue to lose if he does this. He's going to make it worse. People are going to turn on him. Again, the channel is still going to be successful, but he just looks very bad because he's given this lady a lot of energy and he's already lost. This is a big L for him. When you guys deal with other groups of women that are not in your community, you got to be spotless, because the way that people are going to look at it is that they're giving you an opportunity. I don't care how much money you got, okay? When you deal with Filipinos, you deal with whites, you deal with anybody else. I don't even care if you're Ethiopian and you deal with Ugandans, you deal with the Black American community. You cannot take your problems to other people. And it makes you look bad really when you get non-blacks coming out putting your shit out there. It looks terrible, especially when you're a person that defends the sanctity of the black community. Like you come after people who talk down on the black community. Then at the same time, if this is true, what you are really is an embarrassment to the black community. You're an embarrassment to your group to a certain degree. That's how people are gonna look at you. And again, like I said, it's some player type of stuff. I get it. He's in his private life. Nobody's perfect. And like I said, YouTubers make mistakes. Nobody's infallible. I really love Abba's commentary. He's a very talented creator. He's one of my faves. He's a Hall of Famer. And if you had like a Black YouTube Hall of Fame, he's the first ballot Hall of Famer. Excellent. The problem is that it came out. This was something that he was supposed to get underneath the rug. It was supposed to be kept out of the system. The girls brought it to the community. Now it's there. So now that we all know about it now, and again, all of us got issues or all of us got problems, and they happen to be non-black, and you criticize other people for this same stuff, and you get involved with a person that you felt you have so much leverage over because their following was small, he miscalculated his leverage in all of this. And I think Preach did him a disservice by allowing him to go to battle with this. This is a battle that he's completely lost. He has no way to win this. Him putting out her information does nothing. She has nothing to lose here. He should have never engaged in this at all. He should have acted as if he did not know her. He does not know her. Who is she? Don't talk about her. Folks would have made videos. She could have went to somebody else's channel. He could have ignored it. People would have asked in the comments. He could have ignored it. Eventually it would have went away. Eventually. But he tried to clear himself. And now it's a big mess. Never underestimate people. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again.